E-tong aerated concrete blocks. Really professional builders often choose unconventional materials and effective working methods. For example, this house was built using E-tong aerated concrete blocks. Today, this is one of the most recognizable and popular building materials in the world. Its main feature is its ease of use, which means that even inexperienced builders will be able to perform a perfect job. And thanks to the E-tong aerated concrete, professionals can take productivity to a new level. The material shown is the optimal solution for any low-rise construction. It also allows you to build frameless buildings if their height does not exceed 6 floors. Aerated concrete can be used for both load-bearing and non-load-bearing walls, as well as to create partitions or implement other original design ideas. The materials chosen to produce E-tong blocks are carefully picked. That's why it's a natural, eco-friendly and non-toxic building material. The manufacturer offers different blocks, such as wall blocks, reinforced lintels, steps, stair elements, and even curved blocks. The material is resistant to temperature fluctuations and provides proper heat and sound insulation. Roof insulation. A properly made roof insulation guarantees a comfortable living and ensures the durability of the building. So, now we want to show how real professionals perform this procedure. In this case, the worker chose fiberglass as the insulation material. It's a common type of fiber-reinforced plastic that uses glass fiber. Amazingly, in such a form, the glass shows extremely unusual properties. The fiber bends without breaking. That's why the material looks like cotton wool. It also has a relatively small weight, which doesn't increase the weight of the structure nor the load on the bearing parts. Fiberglass is a soft, flexible material that can easily be placed even in hard-to-reach places. It's usually supplied in rolls too, making it quicker and easier to stack. Pay attention to the marking. It indicates the degree of thermal insulation of the material. R30 fiberglass is recommended for use in cold regions, and R13 is for places where the temperature is more comfortable. The material is laid in 2 layers. First, the space between the beams is filled, then the second layer is placed perpendicularly. This is done because the roof can let cold air in where the beams are located if there's no second layer. Of course, the worker filled all the gaps and openings, such as those around the pipes, with insulating foam. He also wears glasses, a helmet, gloves, kneecaps, and other essential safety equipment. Building a flower bed. The project that you're about to see can be carried out to transform even the most ordinary yard. It's quite simple too. The work begins with the planning. It's necessary to determine the size of the future flower bed, as well as to make a markup. In this case, the master marks the territory with a system of stakes, ropes, and some paint. Pay attention to this compass, which was created to draw a half circle. Then, the master starts digging a small trench, in which the first row of blocks will be placed later. The soil is compacted, the filler is placed on top of it, and then it's compacted as well. All this is necessary to create a strong base for the flower bed. Only after that can you start laying blocks. Don't forget to check the evenness of the laying with the help of the construction level too. After the first 2 rows of stones have been laid, the worker sets up a drainage system. For this purpose, he lays down a special geotextile. It lets in water but prevents weeds from germinating. The last 2 layers of stones are additionally bound together with a special mortar. When the blocks are laid and the flower bed is filled with soil, you can start planting the flowers. Making a barbecue. Having a barbecue grill in the backyard is a luxury, and many people dream of it. Even better if it looks nice and is made entirely by you. To build it, you should start with preparatory work. At the place chosen for construction, the grass layer is removed for further compaction of the soil. It's noteworthy that the master doesn't even need special tools to perform this work. A hammer and a wooden block are enough for the task. The resulting recess is filled with cement mortar and the base is laid over it. Then the construction of the structure begins. To make the result neat, the master uses the wooden block again. It helps to lay the bricks evenly and prevents the mortar from leaking out over the working area. After the work is finished, the grill is left for 3 days to allow the mortar to dry out completely. Herringbone parquet. The history of this type of parquet floor dates back to Gothic Europe, around the 13th and 14th centuries. The floors in the noblemen's houses looked just like this. Today, fortunately, almost anyone can afford such a floor. The main thing is to possess certain skills, or just hire a professional worker. The parquet tiles laid in a pattern called herringbone look really fine. This floor fits perfectly into any interior, from classic houses to lofts. By the way, you shouldn't confuse this pattern with the chevron parquet, which is also quite popular. The difference lies in the form of the tiles. The herringbone pattern uses rectangular tiles. For the chevrons, they have a 45-degree cut. The master starts the parquet flooring on a pre-prepared perfectly flat base. First, the surface is coated with a special glue. Then the parquet tiles are laid as carefully as possible so that there are no visible gaps. And although the herringbone parquet doesn't look like a complicated pattern, this method still requires attention and accurate calculations.